Invasion angle.
Well, here we are with another interview on Invasion Angle Pod, and this week we got the one, the only Puff. Some accolades: former C4 Tag Team Champion,
Current,
two-time, current
Current.
still.
Yeah.
two-time. It's right here.
It's two-time. Okay, all
I
right.
just won it on Friday.
Okay. So two-time, and then also a two-time BW 400 North Tag Team Champion, and then also a BW Three Pistols Champion.
Yes, Barry Wrestling. I no longer work there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Politics.
Yep.
Yeah,
Politics. They run the world, right?
they really do. It's unfortunate.
But yeah, we're excited to have you on the show because I mean, all three of us have been fans for a while now.
Appreciate that. You guys
Yeah,
are
we're
Lehigh Valley brothers?
yeah, absolutely.
Well,
We're
so we're all from Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of when we first saw you. Chris would probably remember. He's the pod
I think
historian.
the first time we saw you live was Real Rumble 2 in May of 21
Okay.
at the Mahoney.
Okay, hell yeah.
And but we're all New Jersey guys. I'm like in Tom's River, right by like Seaside Heights, where the Jersey Shore was filmed.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
been really towards the Jersey Shore. I try not to
Yeah,
go to New Jersey
I
at
don't
all.
blame you, dude.
Like, no offense to you guys, but
Yeah.
there are very few places I dislike more than New Jersey. I've had very bad luck in New
Yeah.
Jersey. I don't like being in New Jersey. I feel a bad vibe in my life and experience and environment when I'm in New Jersey. And
It's probably Jason. Yeah.
Dude, come
Yeah,
on.
I blame him.
I just moved
I
back.
fucking blame him, dude.
Yeah,
oh,
he
hold
just
on,
moved
hold on.
back to
Jason's
Jersey.
the only one of you guys wearing a puff shirt. I fuck
Yeah,
with
exactly, dude.
I don't have anything puff.
Come on.
I'll get Lehigh Valley out.
Okay.
I got Lehigh Valley. Yeah, there we go.
Shout out Outback.
Hell yeah.
Shout out
Crazy
Outback
bro.
always.
Yeah, but yeah, so I think Real Rumble 21. I think it's the first time.
Okay.
And then we saw
Yeah.
you at a bunch of not a bunch, maybe one or two Invictus shows, I think.
I think
Was that the one?
I did one
Yeah.
Invictus show and there were like 6 people there. So if you were
Dude,
one,
we were
Three of the 6,
them.
dude. Yep.
And
Yeah,
funny
I was-
enough, wait, let me just interject
Go
real
ahead, go
quick.
ahead, go ahead.
I fucking the same thing happened at the most recent LVAC show. I fucking went and walked up to you and I was like, "Hey, dude, I want to get a shirt from you." Bought a shirt and then like I was gonna Venmo you or whatever, and like
Yeah.
we were in like that warehouse that they have there, and it's just like zero connection was happening, so it wasn't going through.
Oh, did I wait like till I think it was like the end of the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah,
I
you
didn't
were-
realize, and you're like, "Hey, dude, did you pay me for that?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"Fuck,
yeah,
it
and
didn't
everyone
go
got-
through." And the same shit happened at the
At
LVAC.
See,
It came through quicker at LVAC, but I
That's
do
good.
Yeah.
totally.
see, Jersey people always trying to get over, man.
Exactly,
That was-
dude.
I got the puff. I got a film photo I took
Wait,
when you signed
Did
at
you
that
take
show.
that?
That was me, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have-
That was me.
I have that in my merch bag all the time.
Yeah, I got it was this camera.
Hell yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. I love those kind of cameras.
No, yeah, they
Yeah.
were sick. I got a few wrestlers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that warehouse show with Invictus, it was a really cool card. And I like
Yeah.
the versus setup they had. But yeah, dude, I mean, so many companies just don't know how to promote shows. Like
there's
it is
something.
painful, dude.
That was the thing that show happened, and then like Invictus like went out of business for a minute, and now they're back. I
Yeah,
think,
something like that. I heard that too. Yeah.
but that was crazy because I think we were like the first match. It was me, Myung Jae Lee, and Hayden Backlund, all Buffalo guys, against these New York dudes who I was really looking forward to wrestling, like Ken Broadway, Jay Bougie. It's gonna kill me if I don't remember who the third person on their team was.
Was it Leroy? Big Game Leroy,
Oh,
maybe?
yeah, it was Big Game Leroy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was those three against us, and there were so many opportunities for cool spots in that match, but Bougie and Broadway didn't get there until like a minute before we were supposed to go out through the curtain.
Mhm.
We went out there we were all trying to call stuff and plan this match, and then dude, it fell apart so quick. It was so funny trying to find. I don't remember how we finished the match, but I think I hit Leroy with a move and just like I didn't know if he was gonna kick out or not, but we won. It was chaos. And then the next match, one of my favorite spots I've ever done in a match, was against New England people. It was us versus Davian, Little Mean Kathleen, and RJ Rude. RJ something. He's at Wrestle Open all the time now. He has like a singing gimmick. I think his name's RJ Rude. I'm sorry, RJ Rude. If you're watching the Invasion Inc. podcast right now, I don't mean any disrespect. But there was a point where I tag in and Little Mean Kathleen tags in, and we get in each other's faces and we're screaming, ah, ah, ah. We're just screaming at each other as loud as we can. And we just go, ah, ah. And then we both tag out. And that was our response together.
Yeah.
Because Little
Yeah,
Mean Kathleen is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Don't tell her.
Yeah.
But
No, we loved that crossover. I mean, that's what drew us to the event
I
was
agree.
you and Little Mean Kathleen. Yeah, right there. Like, and that's why it was
Titans
great
of the
to see you
industry.
guys. Yeah,
if we're being
100%.
honest. Titans of the industry, myself and Little Mean Kathleen.
Yeah, you guys have
Yeah.
amazing chemistry too.
Yeah.
So
She,
much
like
fun.
I'm not kidding. She legit. I always say that she's one of my favorite wrestlers. No one makes me laugh like Little Mean Kathleen. She's a funny motherfucker. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
One of my favorite things to do on podcasts is asking if I can swear after I've already sworn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's a swear zone for sure.
Oh, dude, you almost
Yeah.
got me there. I see you drinking a Bev, and I thought it was the 7-Up Shirley Temple that I can't find.
Dude,
It's-
I actually just finished them. I did find them, and I found it in Zero too, and
What?
it's pretty good.
Where'd you find it?
I want to say I think it was at Walmart, I think I found it. And they had
Walmart?
yeah, and they had like a couple left, and like they had the zeros because I prefer the zeros. And
Yeah, me
yes, it
too.
was interesting. It was cool because I love Shirley Temples going back to
Dude.
childhood, and apparently it's a pomegranate cherry mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a Shirley Temple has grenadine, and everyone thinks the grenadine is cherry syrup, but it's pomegranate syrup.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a big Shirley head. Like some of my
Yeah.
earliest memories are drinking Shirley Temples at Swiss Chalet in Buffalo, which Swiss Chalet I think only exists in Canada now. But I was drinking Shirley Temples.
I think there's one in Morristown, New Jersey, actually.
Get the fuck out.
I might be wrong.
Dude,
Anyway,
you guys
I'm
gotta
just
switch
trying to
that.
get you back in New Jersey.
Maybe
dude.
I'll come to New
Yeah.
Jersey.
You back in.
If you guys could get me there, we can sit down, eat some roasted chicken, and drink some Shirley Temples.
Yeah, does
I-
anyone put the swords in the cherries anymore? Because I remember that back in the
Oh,
day. You guys
that
Shirley
was-
Temple, you have a little
That was
little
what made me
candy
get the Shirley
cherries.
Temples at
Yeah.
Swiss Chalet. They had the little swords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, legendary. Dude, where are the little swords anymore? Nobody's got the little swords.
I haven't seen them at a bar in
They got
for
the
like since I
umbrellas.
started drinking. Yeah, they have umbrellas, but we need the
Barely.
swords back, dude. The little red plastic swords.
We got to bring them back. That's what the main focus of this podcast should be. Starting a platform to bring back the little plastic swords and beverages. And you know who's going to do it and who's not going to do it? I talked to Kamala Harris. She
Yeah.
said she's all for the swords. She wants to bring the
Wow.
swords back. You know what Trump said? He said, I don't like them. Frankly, too sharp, they're too dangerous. And he's spouting off about he's anti-plastic sword.
Yeah, he's an umbrella guy for sure.
He already has a little sword, I heard.
I also heyo, who said that? Come on. There we go. Holy shit. Oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, fuck Trump. I gotta put over my political agenda. Sorry for your right-wing listeners.
Hell yeah.
I hope
It's
there's
okay.
not many.
It's fine. Yeah, we don't mind getting polycharged here. It has to
we get a
happen
little
sometimes.
charged.
I get political on every fucking podcast. I like to see where the hosts lie on the political spectrum.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'd say we're kind of left leaning.
I would also say I'm left leaning, but I don't want to say that I'm too left leaning because sometimes you get a little too far left and you're close to the far right.
Yeah,
That
it gets
balance.
kooky. Yeah, it's bonkers on both ends. Yeah, I always look at myself as like a centrist, you know,
Yeah,
because
and
things
that's-
are always switching and like over years too. And some parties all of a sudden, like a few years later, like switch their views, and then the other side switches them just because they're like, we can't agree with you.
like, I like to.
Yeah,
I just want people to be able to live comfortably in their own skin and not be persecuted against because of their sexual identity, orientation, the color of their skin, all that stuff, all the nice,
Yeah.
all the common sense stuff. It's really not
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
and I
mean,
liked
religion
Yeah.
upon me or my friends.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
I liked Andrew Yang too a couple of years ago talking about, pushing for a union for pro wrestlers
Oh
too.
yeah, that was never gonna fucking happen.
No, it was never gonna happen. No.
It'd
But
I'm
be
a
he
pro
killer
union
though.
guy.
I
I'm a pro
appreciate
union
it.
guy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
a union because wrestling is not. It's just not. What's the word? What's the word I want to use? It's not regulated enough for a union to even. Uh, excuse me. Sorry, I was drinking this Sunkiss Zero delicious orange beverage.
Oh yeah.
It's not regulated enough. There's no like sanctions, and you can't tell if someone's actually good because like anyone can buy a ring and say they're a trainer. So there's a lot of bad wrestlers out there. I like to say most wrestlers are bad wrestlers.
Yeah.
That's my true to my heart opinion on this wrestling business. And so I would be anti a wrestling union because I know there's a lot of people out there who I should be getting paid more than, and some people that
Right.
should not be getting paid more than me based on skills alone and whatnot. Oh my God. It's a mess. And I know people will probably be upset with me saying that. They look at me like I'm some sort of fat joke. Fuck you. How about that?
Yeah.
You think I'm a fat
Fuck
joke?
them.
Fuck you.
Sorry, I'm just going on. Tell me when to stop. Cut me off.
No,
whenever.
you're good.
No, dude, you can get it all out.
Let them
I like
rip.
yap.
But
I
yeah, there
there
is. And
there
like there's a
is
lot of
one.
companies that suck as a whole too.
I don't want to
That
get too off topic, but there's one hot button issue I want to ask you about. What is your favorite soda?
Oh fuck. You shouldn't have said this. I gotta end.
Yeah.
Listen. Contrary to popular belief, my favorite soda is not Squirt.
That's what I was really wondering.
I don't mind Squirt. It's Simon Sutherland's favorite beverage. But personally, it's hard for me to pick one because I love Mountain Dew. I love all the Mountain Dew flavors pretty much. Pretty much every Mountain Dew that's ever come out, I've enjoyed. And even saying that, I wouldn't say that any Mountain Dew is my number one because the two that are stuck in my head to be like number one are Diet Pennsylvania Dutch Birch Beer.
Yes.
That might be
Oh,
my
yeah.
number one. And if you saw me at the Mahoning Drive-In in 2021, you saw me use a Diet Pennsylvania Dutch Birch Beer as a weapon. Somebody came to ringside and brought me a 12-pack, and I drank it at the end. I don't know if it was during my match, end of my match. I was covered in it by the end. When I walked, I think I was tag teaming with Megabyte Ronnie at the time.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm
And
wrong.
then,
Were you working heel at that event?
No, dude, am I holding one in that picture? Am
I gotta
holding
unblur my
that
background. Let me
picture?
see.
I could be holding wait, what is the virtual background? Wait, what is
Yeah,
it?
his
Dude.
background is in a background, yeah.
Dude, I'm literally holding. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Am I? I can't.
I
No,
can't tell.
no,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so. But Ronnie's back there. He's kind of getting covered.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was drinking a Pennsylvania Dutch Diet
Yeah, my
or birch beer, not that.
Their
What's great?
birch beer is
Yeah.
hard to find. I think that's
It
what John
is.
was gonna say.
Yeah, only in the Northeast you can really get them. And it's funny because I'm in Georgia right now, living down here, and yeah, they don't exist. Like unless you go to
Yeah.
like one of those like specialty like candy stores that have like endless sodas and shit. Like,
Mm.
and it's funny, my wife's from Ohio and she'd never even heard of birch beer before. Had no idea it existed, and I was just like, that is obscene.
I don't know what it's like regional to. I don't know where. I mean, it must be
I
Pennsylvania.
guess
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, Jersey, New York, I guess, like as far as like
Because
spots
we
that'll
got
have it.
a store out here that's like 20 minutes away, and they usually will have it, and that I fuck with them. Shout out to Marilla Country Store.
Hell
They
yeah.
always have it. Even though they charge like $10 for a 12 pack.
I would say
outright.
that the
Yeah.
tri-state area in general runs on Red 40.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Keeps me going.
So that's probably my favorite soda. That and I love grape soda.
Ooh, I love a good crush.
I love a grape soda. My favorite grape soda is Walmart brand Grapeette. If you've ever had grape,
Really.
that in my opinion is the best grape soda out there. Uh Diet grapes, it's hard to find a diet grape soda. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem in my life. That's of all the issues I've faced in my life, the adversity I've had to go against.
Yeah.
Having a good uh what's the word I want to use? Accessible, regularly available, and decently priced diet grape soda.
Yeah.
Hard to find. Hard to find.
Our heart goes out to you, Puff. It really
know.
does.
Yeah, that's how I feel
Yeah.
about Mountain Dew Code Red. Like,
Oh.
cause why aren't the shelves filled with Diet Code Reds and Zeros of
Because
them?
it's not
I don't get it.
2006 anymore.
They exist though. They made
They do,
They have
do,
zero
but you
sugar
like,
code red.
yeah,
And it's in like random places in Illinois or some shit. Like, what are you doing? Everybody wants it. Why are you not mass distributing it?
yeah.
What are you hiding
It's
from? Do you not want to make money like PepsiCo?
yeah, it confuses me because yeah, I
This is
mean,
why Coke will always beat Pepsi.
yeah,
It's true.
That's why
agreed.
Dr. Pepper overtook Pepsi. Pepsi's number 3.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Pepsi's
They
number
need to
3.
bring back Crystal.
Dude, Crystal Pepsi was
Crystal
fucking
Pepsi?
awesome.
I got a bottle of Crystal Pepsi at my old house on the shelf still. I gotta go grab that.
They brought it back in 2016.
It was like drinking a meal, the Crystal Pepsi, for some reason.
They're heavy. That's the thing.
yeah,
That's why I do like whenever I try a full sugar soda, it just tastes heavy in my mouth because I'm so used to zero sugar.
Mhm.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
too much for a
Yeah,
little.
the New Jersey legend, the LA Beast, brought back Crystal Pepsi
Oh,
in
yeah.
2016.
Single-handedly.
Yeah, he led the movement.
I'm looking for this
I salute him.
LAB
Yeah.
show. I saw. Have you guys seen the trend online of the little foreshadowing videos?
Yeah.
It just shows what's gonna happen at the end, and it's the video of him like, I just want to know what he's doing.
I saw this shit.
He puts his hand in a jar and it just starts like freezing or something.
Yeah, I forget what it is.
It's
It's
a
some
chemical reaction thing
Yeah.
where like
advanced
if you
bullshit,
touch it, yeah, I can't
Yeah.
remember what it's called.
What was he thinking was gonna happen? Why did he do that? Like he's got his hand and he's like, it's like you didn't
He's
have
indestructible.
he's
Yeah.
fucked.
He ate a
Really?
cactus. He can do whatever he wants.
You know what? Oh, a cactus?
Yeah.
He ate Urkelos
He's a psycho.
from like 1980 something, like old
Really?
Stephen Urkel
Yeah.
cereal.
This guy loves Steve Urkel.
Yeah, I've been trying to. He
No,
needs to
hold
get
on.
in the ring
Time out.
though.
Hold on. I was thinking Ernest behind you with Steve Urkel.
They should have had a
Urkel
crossover.
and Ernest
Honestly,
should have had a
They
crossover.
should
that's
have.
something we should. That's something
Damn.
we were owed as the human race.
Which is cool
and-
because, like, yeah, like you're gonna say they had Steve Urkel, then they had Stefan Urkel, but in Ernest Goes to Jail, they had Cool Ernest, and in
They
Ernest
had
Going
Cool
to Jail,
Ernest?
yeah,
yeah,
he kind of
Which came
he's
first?
he's like a dick, right?
he played
Cool
dude,
Ernest.
well, dude, the plot of Ernest Goes to Jail is that Ernest goes to jail like by accident or some shit. Oh no, he's on
Yeah.
jury duty and he goes to visit the jail, and like coincidentally, there's another guy in jail that looks just like Ernest, so that guy takes
Oh, he
Ernest's
takes his
spot
spot?
in jury duty. Yeah. But that's
Yeah.
Cool Ernest in my head. But
Wow.
I don't know when
Yeah.
they
I've never
overlapped.
seen an Ernest movie.
You're fucking up.
Yeah, I think in Family Matters, Stefan
Family Matters
Urkel came. I think Ernest probably came first, doing the double as far as those two
I
are
don't know.
concerned,
Is
because
that
it was
late
towards like the
80s or
last
early
two.
90s.
I think it was probably. I think Ernest.
I think we can thank Twin
goes.
Peaks
I think
for
it's
that.
93, 92, 93.
Dude, Twin Peaks also something I need to watch. I've never seen it.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
We
it's
wanna move
a
on
fun
to
world.
those-
Yeah,
We struggle to like not just talk about movies and television on this podcast.
Oh no, that's all I want to talk about, dude.
yeah.
You're looking
Yeah.
at 3 film school graduates right here.
Heyo. How's that going for you guys?
You're
Making-
looking at
definitely-
it.
definitely
Yeah. Living the dream.
Oh my god. What's everybody's favorite show right now?
Ooh, that's
Hmm.
tough because I watch so
Statements.
many.
I'm asking the questions now.
Fuck.
I'm a psycho.
Yeah.
Well, I watch currently I've been watching Grotesquerie, the new FX show by Ryan Murphy.
Is that
That's-
good?
It's
it's pretty solid.
It's
Yeah,
camp.
it's cool.
Okay.
Well, it's very Twin Peaks like. I mean, I called it from the first episode,
It's
Jason.
bizarre. You did? You see the final episode, John? There's a wild twist.
The final episode isn't out yet.
Oh, okay.
The fuck is
then-
Jason
Yeah, there's-
watching that?
There's one more after that. That was no, last week. The twist I told you in week
That's
one,
crazy.
but I watch all of the I'm a Bravo head too, because So I watch all the Real Housewives and shit like that, like a sicko.
That's fucked up. I've never seen a single one of those.
Yeah, no, I've got some problems, dude.
That's
And
real sicko shit. That's real sicko
dude,
shit.
it's
Dude, we're
not
wrestling
far
fans.
off
What do
from
you
it's not
expect?
far off from the wrestling world.
Yeah,
Like as
you
far
know,
as
100%.
it's kayfabe, you know. So like
Yeah.
they're put in situations and they have to react to them, and they have kind of an idea of what they want to do. But yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, Andy Cohen's basically
The
the
ringleader.
the ringleader
The
for
Vince
sure.
McMahon.
The Vince
Oh.
McMahon of Bravo for sure. And
I thought of a show that I like, guys.
Go ahead.
I think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson. I've been rewatching that again a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh,
here
I've
and
never heard of
there.
that.
It's fun. It's on
What-
Netflix.
It's on
Oh,
Netflix?
you would love that. Yeah, I just
really?
rewatched the season 3 too, and yeah, they use some wrestlers throughout it because he does
really?
he does
Yeah.
dig wrestling. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, Brody King is in it.
Oh, damn. Really?
Yeah, a handful of other folks too.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really like a lot of wrestling. I just like, there's like one wrestler I like, and it's Mike The Rock Davis, if you're familiar.
Mhm.
I don't
I
think so.
knew Mike Davis ran the Rock on the Panthers. I know that guy.
You guys don't know Mike The Rock Davis?
No, where's he wrestle out of? Is he
California.
Cali? Okay.
He's a big proponent
Dude,
of
you're fucking working us right
calico
now.
cut pants.
You're fucking
Okay,
working
yeah, I
us
knew
right
it.
now.
Great. Yeah. I was gonna say there's no way Puff hasn't seen fucking I think
You
it's
gotta
really-
give.
give.
You gotta give.
You have to.
Come on,
I
man.
worked at a place where this one job I got down here is like more of an office setting when I first came down to Georgia, and yeah, I had to wear dress pants, and that shit happened to me all the time. I have little drops of piss on my dress pants, and but I had the calico cut thing ready on my
Did
phone,
you?
the actual website,
Just in
and
case.
yeah, this like the two, a few of the people I talked to, they walk up like, "Oh, looks like you pissed on yourself again." I was like, "No, dude, it's calico cut." And they're like,
You
"What?" I
buy the
was like,
pants that way. duh.
"Yeah," I was like, "Go on the website,
Yeah, they're
calico
super
cut."
popular. They're hard to
Rappers
come by.
wear them.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
know what to say. They didn't really even laugh. They didn't really know what to do after they pulled it up, and it was
They,
like,
yeah, they went straight to HR. Yeah.
yeah, they did.
They took you to
Yeah.
the room.
Yeah, I scared them for sure.
That's
I,
great.
But
Yeah.
I have an issue with every time I go to a wrestling show that has hot dogs, I get put too much mustard on it, and then I stain my shirt. So I've had to like tie dye shirts to get.
I bought this sick ass tie dye Bucky's shirt from the first Bucky's I ever went to. It was in July, this past July. My first time going to Bucky's. Are you guys familiar with Bucky's?
We
hell
are.
yeah,
We've all been.
Fucking, it's like a pilgrimage. It's like
Yeah.
an out of body
Yeah.
experience. You go into a Bucky's. It was like a new build Bucky's. So it was like brand new. It was in Colorado somewhere. I don't know. We drove an hour to it, and it was fucking heavenly. It was so sick. I got this sick ass tie dye Bucky's shirt. And then I'm on this road trip wrestling up in Maine and Massachusetts. And oh no, Lehigh Valley was Mahoning was the Sunday. I did Wrestle Open on Thursday. Then had a free day Friday, drove up to Maine. Slept in my car Friday night, and then Saturday was Limitless in Maine. And I woke up Saturday and I had this big sandwich in my cooler. And I was like, you know what? I want to eat this sandwich right now. It was like 9 in the morning. I was like, I got terrible sleep because we slept in my car because we couldn't find anyone to stay with. And I took the first bite of this fucking sandwich and I put mustard on it. Took a bite, fucking all over me. It ruined the shirt. Just completely fucking destroyed it, and it killed me. Fucking mustard. Fuck
Mustard's
mustard.
powerful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, mustard.
Big mustard heads out there. Fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck
I
checkers
like
and rallies. They put
Yeah.
mustard on everything.
Yeah, dude, I was at Bucky's a couple weeks ago, and it's pretty
you're
dope.
in
They have
Georgia.
all the yeah, they got a couple in Georgia,
You rub it
and
in.
I know it's the one benefit of being down here for sure. And yeah, it was cool. They have all the Halloween shirts and merch out there, which is pretty
Bucky's
fucking sick.
Halloween.
Yeah, they got
A
like
little
tie-dye
Bucky with some
purple and
fangs,
gray stuff.
dude.
Listen. Forget the V-Bucks. Send me a 4X Bucky's Halloween shirt right now, please.
Dude,
Dude.
Hey man, you can get both, okay?
Okay, I'll take both.
Yeah.
Dude, I would kill for a fucking
Yeah,
Bucc-ee
there's
hot
perks
dog.
when you get in on the ground floor, okay,
Listen,
of the
when you're at the
invasion
ground
angle.
floor of the Invasion Angle podcast, the best podcast going today. You can clip that and tell them I said it.
Fuck yeah. Thanks,
You
Bob.
get the superstar treatment. You get the Buckie shirts. You get the V-Bucks. You get the high
Yeah.
praise. Uh,
Exactly.
Yeah. So one thing I was gonna ask you about is like you do a lot of wrestling in Canada and stuff, and like I feel like there's I don't like I try my best to follow like every wrestling company in like the world if I can on social media, and I feel like there's like a weird disconnect where I don't see as much Canadian wrestling of the indies there and on like US social media, I guess. Like
yeah.
I don't know why, because they've got great shit. Like I saw you did. I love. I mean, it's a lot newer, but Evil Uno's Mystery Wrestling.
Oh yeah, mystery wrestling rules. I feel like mystery wrestling is really it's giving a big platform um to Canadian wrestlers and Canadian wrestling.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think. Let me see. Like, yeah, I did that one time, but they've done a lot of shows, and it's really given a. I love that it's giving a platform to this wrestler, Cecil Nix. I don't know if you've seen him on Mystery Wrestling. He is super funny and super creative, and he's having these insane matches with this other super talented wrestler, London Lightning. Let me see if I can. What was I going to pull up? So,
yeah. It's definitely the most visible to me in that, and you know, like
yeah,
there's now with Maple Leaf Wrestling too. That's kind of like more of a major indie, I guess, or
yeah, that like just started, and it's
like
all
an MLW kind of
yeah.
level of, but in Canada, and then
I love
yeah, and
that
then
that
like
got Psycho. I love that people are getting eyes on Psycho Mike. If you guys
yeah,
haven't seen the clip of Psycho Mike body slams, I need to say this: Psycho Mike is one of the greatest wrestlers. Oh God, sorry, I got wrestling making noises on my thing now. Psycho Mike is one of the greatest wrestlers that Canada's ever produced. Bret Hart, who? Bret Hart sucks. Bret Hart is trash. I don't give a shit about. I will never watch a Bret Hart match. I don't care. I don't. I genuinely do not give a shit about Bret Hart. And I'm sure he's a nice guy. He hates Goldberg. He hates Vince. I love that. He punched Vince in the face. I hope Vince is.
yeah,
I hope Vince dies. I hate that Vince is still breathing the same air that I am on this planet. I just don't care about Bret Hart. He's so boring to me, man. I don't give a shit.
Preach.
Psycho Mike is the best. Psycho Mike rules. Um, Psycho Mike. I love that dude to death. He is so funny and so creative and so unique. Like, I've only had a couple of matches with him, but sharing the ring with him is a fucking absolute pleasure. He's so goddamn funny every match. He's just hilarious and awesome and the best. And I'm so happy that Maple Leaf Wrestling gave him a platform to show what he can do because he rules.
yeah. No, that's why I like that they're doing it because like yeah, I feel like Canadian wrestlers do need like that bigger platform,
100%.
that connection to the US and doing crossovers with all different, you know, there was so many different stars on that match card from all different
Yeah.
companies and yeah, but still keeping it like, you know, that base of Canadian wrestlers
Yeah.
there. So that's pretty it's pretty dope. And because yeah, like I feel like that way for with Cali wrestling sometime, California, like I feel like there'll be kind of a disconnect and like I follow all the pages, but like yeah, I don't know why. Like I see a lot from like it's because I follow wrestling. Like I'll see a lot of stuff that like Kevin Blackwood was doing there for a bit and stuff like that. But most of them make their way up to Oregon and Washington to you know because
Yeah.
that scene's got some pretty cool shit going on with Defy and what's the one in Oregon? I always
Prestige, maybe?
Prestige,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Prestige, yeah. I
The,
always mix it up with Progress, the UK
oh
one,
yeah.
and but yeah, I don't know what that is. It's weird because I feel like I see more stuff from like Mexico, like from Mexico and wrestling companies down there than Canada. So yeah,
I've
I'm
been
hoping
seeing
that changes.
Yeah, I've in Canada. I just wrestled for a place that I know you've never heard of, which is crazy because I want more people to know about it. There's a place called Boom Pro Wrestling. You ever hear of this?
We haven't heard
No,
of
have
this.
not.
Nah.
In Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Okay, so
Yes.
on the west side,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Boom Pro Wrestling. Let me. I want to link it because I had one of my favorite matches, fucking ever, dude. It was so much fun. It was with three dudes who I had never met before. And we just fucking had a magical, fucking hilarious, fun match. The crowd was fucking electric. It was sold out. And it's like, it's just, they don't need to bring any extra people in because they have their own universe of fans that just come to watch Boom Pro Wrestling. They're not pro wrestling fans, they're Boom fans. And they have like a wrestling Abraham Lincoln, who's like
That's
the biggest
amazing.
baby face, which is crazy because it's Canada. Like Abraham Lincoln was not
That's so funny.
no one in Canada. And they have a bunch of great wrestlers. Like, do you guys know Sinner and Saint from TNA, Judas Icarus, Travis Williams?
It sounds familiar.
They're well,
Yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
both Canadian. They're a Canadian tag team, but they got signed to Impact or TNA, whatever they're called now. They're both great dudes. Fucking Travis has this storyline where he's a piece of shit, like a piece of shit, like from I Think You Should Leave, and his like mom is trying to tell him that or there's this crazy story where he like the like shoot promoter's mom is a bad guy and she is Travis's mom that made him a piece of shit. But she apparently had an affair with Abraham Lincoln, and Abraham Lincoln's like Travis's dad, and he's telling him that you're not a piece of shit anymore. And there's this crazy storyline going on there. And like Travis had a match with Evan Rivers, who's also a great fucking Canadian wrestler. All the wrestlers at fucking Boom rule. Boom rules. It's one of my favorite fucking places to wrestle. And they don't bring anyone in because they don't need to. But I was in town because I wrestled for WrestleCore. That's also in Vancouver. WrestleCore is a fucking badass, sick fucking promotion. Also in Vancouver. Also look them up. I wrestled Taryn from accounting there at their first no ring show because I do a lot of no ring shows in like New York City and shit, which I love no ring shows. I want to start running my own in Buffalo. I'm hoping I can get into doing that soon. But I was at their first no ring show, and the venue was. Have you guys ever seen Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the bar in Deadpool that like TJ Miller works at?
Mhm.
That was the
Yeah.
venue. That bar where
That's
they filmed,
fucking
where they
sick.
filmed Deadpool was the fucking venue for this WrestleCore show. It was so sick. I had a fun match there, but that's the thing. I was just in Vancouver and Boom put me on. Boom didn't really know much about me. And then I came and bro, it was like I don't really know if anyone in that crowd knew who I was from wrestling, but they knew who the fuck I was afterwards. Like that crowd just like loved me and I loved them. It was so much fucking fun. Me and this dude Shaolin Funk tagged against the Brother Boys. Uh and we just had a blast of a match. And like the promoter, I've been trying to get back there, even though it's like they've only had one other person who was like from wrestling, like not from Vancouver. Like Evan told Evan Rivers, I think he's the champion at Boom. He's like, they've only ever had one other fly out, like someone who's come in, and it was LP. Do you guys know LP from like New Japan?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he was,
Yeah.
this is something that made me happy. He's like, you got a way bigger reaction than LP. And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. Like, I was super stoked about that. And I love LP. There's no disrespect
It's
to
the
LP.
puff effect. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
But dude, shout out Boom Pro Wrestling. Great Canadian company that I think more people should look at because their production value is incredible too. They film it like, oh dude, they film it like, you guys ever hear of Riptide over in the UK? Riptide was a promotion in the UK and they used to film their shit like super cinematically. They had really nice cameras, really good angles,
That's
and it
cool.
was like it was very clean looking and awesome. And Boom films their stuff like that, but I might say even better. I think they got some of the best production going in wrestling. So I highly recommend Boom Pro Wrestling. Look them up on YouTube. Watch my match on there first. Watch my match before all the other ones. But
Of
then
course. The one that matters the most for sure. And that's good to know because we've been like compiling a list because we want to do an episode of like a tier list of every single indie promotion we can find in the entire world that's active currently.
Yeah.
So that's
It's
good to
gonna
know.
be like 2 hours long.
Jesus.
Probably
minimum.
3 hours, probably 3 or 4. Who knows? It might
All
be a
the
part
active
1 and
ones?
2.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
shitty ones that are active. It's
Yeah,
not gonna be easy.
Yeah.
So we're
yeah.
gonna show 10-second clips of each one, just
Yeah.
base it off of that if we don't have any
Oh
prior
my
knowledge, you know?
God.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's
Yeah, it'll
That's
be
all.
it'll be
That's
a
all,
long day.
Jason.
that's gonna suck. That's gonna
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but yeah, we've
Um,
compiled like a solid list. There's some companies that probably won't
Dude, there's
make it
so
for the
many that
most
won't.
part,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like the ones that like are kind of like we exist but we don't. We haven't done a show in 3 years, and
Yeah.
like um, and we only have like a Facebook and that's it. Nothing on
Yeah.
YouTube or IG or anything. Like,
Yeah.
but I think we'll hit most of the. But that's cool with Boom. Because I'm always curious about like the different scenes in Canada, and I would expect Vancouver had a cool one just because the
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest in general loves wrestling, and but it reminds me a little bit of down here in Georgia, Southern Honor Wrestling, like a similar thing where it's like everyone from the town, the area, they show up to the show, and a lot of them aren't regular pro wrestling fans, but
Yeah.
they are Southern Honor Wrestling fans, and the production value for an indie show is great. Like as far as like they have like a solid stage set up, or like a walk down, the mute, like the sound system is great there. Because they
Yeah.
in between, like Fozzy has played a show there before, and like stuff. So like the sound system is great, and
I love
it's
Fozzy.
yeah,
Ozzy
Fozzy for
rules.
life, dude. There's just Judases in all of our minds,
Oh,
dude.
just kidding. Fuck Jericho. Fuck it. And by the
There's
way,
a
I'm not
fuck.
popping pills. I wanted to say that. I'm eating Smarties, and I saw myself do that. I want it to be known I'm eating Smarties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of popping pills and stuff like that, I know if everyone's keeping up with the news, are you upset that you can never call yourself Puff Daddy?
No, not at all.
No. Okay.
Not at
Good.
all.
Good. Good.
That's the thing. I mean, speaking of popping pills, let's talk about PD.
Puff Daddy.
Well, he's not Puff Daddy anymore, which is
No,
good.
no.
But that's the thing. I've always distincted myself. Distincted is definitely not a word. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm Puff with one F.
Yeah.
One F. No two Fs. Not to be, I don't want to be pigeonholed as some weed person because I'm not really a weed guy, even though I have recently started taking edibles that are low, that are like 10 THC, 10 CBD. They're very nice. They put me to sleep.
Yeah.
But I've not
Relax.
had too many of them. I'm not huge on them, but had a couple and I don't mind them. Okay, sue me, fuck you. But I'm not a huge. I don't smoke or anything
This
like
is
that.
gonna
I
be
don't. I
played
don't.
at the trial, Puff.
Dude,
Come on.
Yeah.
they're gonna crucify me. They indicted me. I ate a weed edible and they indicted me.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I don't drink. I don't smoke or anything like that. So I didn't want to be Puff with two Fs. Just one F.
Yeah.
UF. That's me. Period. End of story. And I will continue to be Puff and lead my name, uh lead a righteous life, and hopefully leave a good legacy for my name. Unlike that fucking,
Yeah.
they gotta put him
Yeah.
down. They gotta put him down. I'm sorry. That video.
Yeah.
You don't put your hands on a woman like that, man. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that should have been it. That should have been over. Like someone should have shot him after that. Straight up. Street justice. Whatever happened to street justice? That's what I
Whatever
want.
happened to vigilante superhero
Yeah.
guys? You know?
Whatever
Yeah.
happened to wearing a mask, getting a gun, and taking out a bad guy?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Batman and Superman? Why are they not in real life and doing things? Dude, my camera keeps focusing on this fucking pumpkin behind me. I see myself getting blurry, and then I'm like, what is it focusing on? Then clear as day, this fucking pumpkin behind me. Probably because our heads are similar size this fucking frame.
Yeah. Speaking of wrestling names, because wrestling's a cool thing where it's like matches can be made based off of like wordplay and stuff like that. And we always fantasy book. And when it comes to you, we wanted Puff versus Buff,
Oh yeah.
or Puff tag teaming up with Buff, and like the Puff and Buff connection. I
Listen,
mean, that's a
I met-
fucking
I met Buff Bagwell for the first time last summer. I said, "What's up, Buff? I'm Puff." And I think he just thought I said Buff. And so it was like a nothing conversation that we
it's
had.
like I'm the fucking Buff. Yeah.
You know, I was like, "Hey man, I just want to let you know." I didn't talk to him about his wrestling because I don't. So the thing about me is, I don't know if you guys are familiar. I don't watch wrestling. I never really was huge into wrestling. I'm not a huge wrestling fan. I just do it and it's fun and I enjoy it. But I didn't grow up watching wrestling or anything like that. So I'm like all these old wrestlers, they all come out as pieces of shit. Like it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time, and luckily I'm not bummed out about it because I'm like, oh yeah, you showed me that guy. Yeah, he seems like he was a piece of shit. He sounds like he would be a piece of shit. Good thing I didn't grow up watching these guys.
Yeah.
I grew up watching fucking Tarantino movies that were produced by. Never mind.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, that's what's cool though, because it speaks to your originality and the stuff you do, that you're not, taking from all the
Listen,
stuff from childhood. It's more from, cinema, your own sense of humor, and
I appreciate you
you haven't
saying
been
that.
contaminated.
I appreciate you saying that because I like to. If I'm going to toot my own horn a little bit, I'd like to say like I think I am pretty creative with the stuff that I do. I try to do things that I've never seen before. And early on, I was doing some stuff like stuff that got me over early on was like hip shaking stuff. I do funny, whatever the fuck I do. I don't know what I do. But people would be like, oh, who'd you steal that from? Who'd you steal that from? I'm like, my brain? Like, uh, what are you talking about? I didn't steal it. I don't watch this dumb shit. I'm not an idiot like you that watches this
Yeah.
stupid shit. I just thought it would be funny to do, so I did it. And like, it made me laugh. And that's what I
Yeah.
really think works a lot. And like, one thing I will credit, and I hate to give Colt Cabana any credit because that guy sucks. Uh, is there's a like 7-minute mini documentary on YouTube about the comedy in wrestling, and it's Orange Cassidy and Colt Cabana talking about funny shit in wrestling, and that's taught me a lot. Like that fucking little mini documentary, I think, could teach you more about how to wrestle than any seminar that all these other wrestlers are offering and blah 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 and stuff like that. I think it's hugely important to understand. Not as people are gonna pigeonhole me as a comedy wrestler. What are you gonna fucking do? I don't care. Uh, even though I think I'm just a really good wrestler that also happens to be funny. But
Yeah.
I think everyone should understand I think it just helps with like comedic timing, blah, like stuff like that. Like I don't know, I don't know where I was going with it.
Well, I
If I
mean,
watched it more recently, I would be able to cite
let,
things. But
let me pick up on it. I think that when you look at like a real good comedy actor, they do have that crossover ability where they
yeah,
can do like, drama or whatever. And
shout
it's
out
like,
Sandman, Uncut Gems, should have won an Oscar.
exactly. And sometimes people don't allow them to do that crossover stuff. Like they're like, oh,
Yeah,
I can't
dude.
see it or
No
whatever.
one is booking me against Minoru Suzuki. Instead, they're booking other dudes that are like Minoru Suzuki against Minoru Suzuki. Who wants to see that shit? Who wants to see white versus white? Give me black versus white. Give me something different. Like you fucking ugh.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I have no aspirations to wrestle Minoru Suzuki. I don't want to, but I know that me and Minoru Suzuki would have a much better match than Minoru Suzuki versus this guy who wears tights and grapples. Like
Yeah.
more people are going to be cheering and entertained by me versus Minoru Suzuki versus fucking. I don't want to name names, but plenty of the matches Minoru Suzuki has had while he's in America.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Where it's
give
just,
me something of substance, you fucks.
yeah. I mean, more than Chop Fest,
Yeah, like there's.
That's what you're saying. Like,
And here's the thing: Minoru Suzuki is an excellent comedic wrestler. He's done a lot of things that are funny. The
He
best like
is. Yeah.
wrestlers are the best like comedic wrestlers. Like I came up with Daniel Garcia. Uh, I might be biased, but I think Daniel Garcia is one of the best wrestlers to walk the fucking planet ever. And people have only seen a little bit of him. But I've always said that he's one of the funniest wrestlers I've ever seen because I've seen him up close and I've seen him be able to express himself comedically in the ring, and it's hilarious. He does shit and like he's actually been able to do that a little bit in AEW. The fucking dance
Yeah.
shit
The
when
dance
he
shit was great.
the dance
Yeah.
shit, the thing with Billy Gunn where he like hit him with it in the face with his dick and stuff like little
Yeah.
stuff like that shows how like Dan is a funny motherfucker. And but
Yeah.
also him versus Danielson 2 out of 3 falls where they're choking each other to fucking death. Like he can do both, and that's why he just signed a huge contract because he's a
Yeah.
great fucking wrestler, one of the best to ever do it. Man, like I don't know.
yeah, all three of us were at that IWTV 100 match with him and Yuta.
Yeah,
in that hot
Yeah.
ass warehouse.
Yeah, fucking sauna, the H2O arena, and it
Shit's
was
crazy.
fucking amazing. It was like an hour match, right? They went
60 minute, yeah.
and yeah, it was fantastic. And that was like right before they both ended up in AEW. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
just watching that live, it's just like, yeah,
These guys
they are ready to rock
stars
and
for
roll,
years to
dude.
come, man.
Yeah, and that's what's like so important, like about like going like what I love about the indies is like getting to see people on the come up, and there's just so much endless talent too, because there's a lot of guys that just can get, can probably go professional for a little bit, but they're just, figuring it out and what they actually want to do with their career too. And yeah, we've seen so much cool shit on the indies. And yeah, just would have preferred some of those warehouses to have a little bit of air conditioning, but what can you do?
Get an
What can you
AC.
do?
Like, it's not hard. Get an AC.
I felt bad. Yeah, dude. I mean, I was sweating the crowd. I can't imagine what it was like for fucking Garcia and Yuta going an hour
Yeah,
and that
dude.
fucking yeah,
fucked
dude.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, John has awful memories in that arena.
yeah.
John's been wronged one too
That
many
one
times in
sucks.
that arena.
Yeah, the
That's
H2O
that's
arena.
New Jersey. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the H2O arena has wronged me a few times. It got
Again,
my
I'd
nose
like
like
to
cut
stay
in
out of
half
New Jersey
there.
every opportunity I get.
Yeah,
I'll be
I
in
think
New Jersey.
you think you're on to something. What company would draw you to Jersey though?
DDT maybe,
Yeah,
or a big paycheck. I don't know.
yeah,
And I would not like. I would not want to be. I would need someone else to be driving because I got in a car accident in New Jersey, so I don't ever want to be behind the wheel of a car in New Jersey. I just don't trust it.
yeah.
It's not on me.
It is fucked up driving in Jersey for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Pretty
What are some companies that you'd like to work with in the future that you dig, and like wrestlers there and stuff too that you want to kind of collab with?
I want to wrestle at Boom again. If I could wrestle at Boom and LVAC for the rest of my career, I would be content. Like straight up,
Yeah.
I would like. I love LVAC. I've always told them if I like, not that I'll ever sign a contract because companies don't like fat people, but if I ever signed a contract, I would make sure there was a clause saying that I was allowed to work only LVAC shows along
Yeah.
with them. I would never sign exclusivity. I would have to be allowed to work at LVAC.
Hellback,
Yeah, I
yeah.
love LVAC.
Dude, everything they do is so unique too. Like
Yeah,
I fortunately wasn't able to make it to the last event, but yeah, just like in an old factory, like it's cool as fuck, dude. Like Real Rumble is one of the coolest
yeah,
events in the country or anywhere you can go for wrestling, dude. And yeah, drive through like movies after too that
yeah.
are wrestling centered and stuff. And yeah, it's so cool.
It fucking rips always. What was I gonna
Yeah,
say?
yeah, that the LVAC is like one of those companies where I would be comfortable taking people who weren't wrestling fans to go
Yeah,
to, and they'll have a great time.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's I try to bring that aspect to
Mhm.
every wrestling show that I wrestle on because
Yeah.
wrestling fans most of the time will always go to a wrestling show because they're wrestling fans. But
Yeah.
say they don't want to go to a wrestling show alone. I mean, most people don't like to go places alone, and I don't blame them. It's kind of like it's you could get anxiety easier, all that sort of stuff. But you bring your friends, and you're like, hey, come to this wrestling show with me, and they're like, we don't really like wrestling. It's just two greased up dudes in their underwear touching each other. It's like, no, 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 come on. And you get your like, there's beer there. A lot of the times, a draw
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
wrestling show is beer. A lot
Yeah. If
of
there's a
the
show at a
times,
Yeah.
brewery, yeah.
like if they have an open bar. I remember when I first started wrestling and I was trying to sell tickets to my friends to come to a show. They're like, "Is there a bar there?" Because if they're gonna watch this thing that they don't necessarily like, they want to get drunk.
Mhm.
So it's like you get a wrestling fan and they have like, let's say 3 fans or even one friend. What did I say? Did I say fan?
Fan. Yeah.
Fran Drescher.
All right, let me restart thing. You take a wrestling fan and they got, let's say, one friend. Oh my, I almost did it again. Or a couple friends.
Yeah.
And those friends don't necessarily like wrestling because they have like these preconceived notions of it that it's greased up dudes in their underwear touching each other. Which, here's the thing, a lot of times it is.
Yeah.
And if that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea. But also, I don't want to watch the same thing over and over again. I can understand a couple of greased up dudes touching each other. Everybody has like, you might like that, but no one wants to see a whole show of greased up dudes touching each other in their underwear. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, maybe some people do.
We,
That's
we
not
don't want to
like,
see that.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
we don't
like
want to see
Yeah.
a
that.
diverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Listen, some
not.
people do. Listen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but a majority of a diverse audience doesn't want to see the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like this wrestling fan might want to see that because he likes that kind of shit. But then these friends that don't like wrestling at all are there to watch this shit, and then they see a guy like me come out, and they're like, "Whoa, that's not a dude in his underwear. He's not greased up. He's not even muscular. What's this guy doing out here? Why is he wearing these bright colors? Why is his name Puff? Why is it spelled in donut on his back? Why is he coming out to James Brown and why is he dancing? What's he doing? Oh, what's he doing here? What is he shaking his hips while he's wrestling the guy? What's he doing now? Now he's beating his ass. What the fuck? He's saying dumb shit. He's drinking squirt, like all that kind of shit. And they're like, "Whoa, I didn't know this was what wrestling is," because it's fucking wrestling is so much more than that shit. And I want to be able to convey to people who aren't wrestling fans that there's so much more to wrestling than two greasy dudes in their underwear touching each other. There's so much shit that's different
Yeah.
about wrestling. And especially LVAC is a huge platform for the like buffet that is pro wrestling that has all these different foods, groups, and flavors and blah blah blah, and
Yeah.
like the diversity on it, whether it be in style or in wrestler. And I think LVAC is a huge I don't know what the word is, a huge proponent of that and showcasing the diversity of wrestling. And I wish more places would be like that, but
Yeah.
to each their own, fucking who knows.
Yeah, it's better when you kind of you have all those options and get a
Yeah.
little bit of everything for everybody. And I think like a lot of wrestlers too on the indie scene, which I noticed like kind of what we're talking about, like they play more to like smart marks, which on the indie like which isn't like a huge percentage of fans overall. It really isn't.
People
It's
wrestle for
like
the
some
Twitter
type of
fans.
respect.
Fuck the
Yeah,
Twitter
for like
fans.
some and it's for like some type of like respect and like you for sure if you're yeah, like and we're talking about Daniel Garcia, like he's a guy with an awesome balance of that shit. Like
People get
he
online and
can
have the nerve to
yeah,
critique Daniel Garcia as a wrestler.
it's
How about
insane.
you get off of Twitter and go
Drink
for a
some
swim?
squirt.
Go for a swim. Go swimming. Swimming's great. Get off your fucking Twitter, you fucking loser. Fuck
Try
you.
a new
Yeah,
soda.
I'm so sick of these Twitter fans that think they know what wrestling is. Shut the fuck up. All
yeah,
you fucking people. This makes me sound bitter, but I'm not. I
yeah,
there's just go have fun, bro. And I mean, here's the thing. I blame wrestlers too. There's a lot of wrestlers that are bad and they pander to the Twitter fans and make them think that they fucking know best. And it's like, what are you doing?
yeah,
What are you doing? Shut up. Aren't you supposed to be a wrestler? You're not a wrestler. You suck. Like, there's so many
yeah,
most Twitter fans that I'm talking about are just bad wrestlers. That's what it is. It's bad wrestlers online spewing their dumb opinions about stuff and feeding into opinions from people who have no idea what they're talking about. Dude, it's so crazy. Oh, wrestling.
yeah,
Here's the thing. Most of the time, most of the aspects of wrestling, I hate. But I don't like to harbor hate in my heart. So I like to focus on the positives. I like to think about the shows like LVAC, the shows like C4, where I come through the curtain, being myself, having a blast. I got waterboarded by Diet Coke in my double dog collar match at C4 on Friday, where I won this fucking title. And it was so fucking sick. It was awesome. And the whole time, the entire crowd was chanting my name. I didn't plan to be a wrestler. I didn't want to be a wrestler. I never had aspirations to be a wrestler. It kind of fell into my lap. And now here I am. My Twitter at is Puff the Wrestler because they took Puff his God away from me because I threatened to punch someone in the context of a wrestling match. Fucking stupid. Elon Musk, I hate you so much. Even though Elon isn't even the one who who banned me. It was the owner beforehand. They called it terrorism. Get the
come
fuck out of here.
on.
I was talking about a wrestling match. I said I was going to punch Mark Wheeler, professional wrestler from Canada. Look him up. Great Canadian wrestler. Needs more exposure. I said I was going to punch him in the face. And immediately my Twitter was banned because of threats of terrorism. I was like, wrestling's fake, bro. Wrestling's fake. Mark is my friend. Like, fuck. And then I was like, Elon Musk, you're all about anti-woke, fucking freedom of speech. Let me say that I punched my friend. Wrestling's fake. And they still didn't give it back. So I was like, I can't believe I fucking lowered myself to trying to get to the lowest common denominator, which is you, Elon. Fuck you. Fucking choke. You piece of shit. Oh, getting fired up, guys. I'm getting fired up.
Dude,
And
it's
it's focused on the pumpkin again. I need it to focus on me. Camera, focus on me. Fuck the pumpkin. Elon Musk, look at me, you fuck. I hate you. I'm gonna end you, brother. Fuck you. I'm gonna wrestling promo on fucking Elon Musk. I hate that fucking prick. And Trump, you too. Suck my dick. Fuck you. Suck my fucking dick. Guys, you can edit this out if you want.
No, we're not
no,
going
we'll
to.
leave it. Yeah,
You can
We're
edit this
not.
out
it's
if you want.
needed.
That's
I'm getting
important.
fired
Yeah.
up. These fucking there's so much bad in the world. That's the thing. There's
The-
so much. And you just gotta, it's hard.
You got to combat it
hard.
with your own good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The best
it's
that you
hard,
can.
but you got to. You got to fight against the
Yeah.
perils of this world and fight it with positivity and kindness and
And
it takes
plastic little
everything
swords.
sometimes. It takes
Yeah.
everything sometimes, but it'll feel good in the end when you know you are just and good. You'll be able to sleep at night
Yeah.
knowing that you
When that
chose knowing that you
yeah.
chose love instead of hate. And I love doing that fucking shit in the ring, man. I love going out and covering myself in squirt with Jeff Cannonball and Simon Sutherland. I love wrestling in a double dog collar match with my boy Pretty Ricky, who is one of the best wrestlers on the fucking planet. You need to look into Pretty Ricky if you don't know Pretty Ricky. He's my tag team partner in Canada.
Yeah, he's sweet.
We're C4
Yeah,
tag team
yeah.
champions. You need to get him on your podcast.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
something I needed to mention because he's the best. He's just so like you get him on a microphone and he just can go forever. And it's always entertaining and he's always the fucking greatest. He needs a bigger platform because he's the best wrestler and entertainer. I love being in the ring with him and fucking having a good time, drinking Diet Cokes, getting waterboarded by a fucking Diet Coke, shaking my hips, having the whole place chant my name just because I fucking walked out of the curtain, bro. It's so sick, and I love that shit. And that's what I like to focus on. I've been caught up plenty of times with these idiots on Twitter and these idiots in real life. They're just pieces of shit, and they want to drag you down. They want to drag you down so badly. All these bad people in wrestling that do horrible things, horrible manipulative things to young women, to fucking other wrestlers. There's so many bad people, but fuck them. Focus on the good.
Yeah.
Focus on the fun. Focus on the fun. Yeah, I like that. Focus on the fun. I don't know. I'm just going off on a rant, guys.
No, I agree. I agree. And there's definitely some,
There's a lot of
sketchy
fun out there.
wrestlers, sketchy
There is.
promoters, but yeah, there's
Oh God, yeah.
because we've tried to, tour and hit up every indie event that we can in this country. And yeah, there's some that you just feel the energy when you go in. Because I just try to go in like blind to some of these companies and try to figure out, all right, who's like running it, who's doing this, like what's the vibe here, what kind of fans do they bring in, and like yeah, I know I did like and just kind of going through the genres. I went through like deathmatch wrestling. At first, I was like, yeah, it's pretty like cool vibes with like the audience and stuff. And then there's some companies that yeah, they just didn't really give a fuck.
Weird.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and then the promoter would just rather book himself all the time against female wrestlers. And
Yes. That
but he
shit's
acts like he's
weird.
putting them over, doing it
Gets
during a
on the
match, but he's
mic,
really just a
gets on the
creep.
mic and puts them over, talks about how great they are.
Yeah.
Same time, just like
Yep. And then and then you end up getting a shard of light tube, cut your nose in half, and you can't, and your WrestleMania weekend's ruined. And
This happened
that's what
to
happened to
John.
me.
that happened to
Yeah.
you, really?
Let's see. Yeah, let's pull the
Yeah,
scar up
dude.
close. Pull the scar up close. There,
Yeah,
go on.
Well,
let's
dude,
see.
it's pretty good now. I had my wife put like cream on it every day since it
Bro.
happened, and I had it glued. I had it glued together because at
Oh.
the show, like, dude, like no one would fucking that worked the show would even bring me like paper towels or anything.
What show was this? Just spout them out.
We
So
have.
it's-
Go ahead. Say
So it was ICW No Holds Bar during
Oh,
WrestleMania weekend at the
damn.
H2O Arena.
And they just didn't care about you. Cut open my like.
Yeah, no, they
I
didn't give
try
a
to stay
fuck.
away from glass and deathmatch stuff just because. Shout out DC. I see you drinking it. I don't like getting hurt. I got into wrestling to entertain people. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna get hurt if I'm trained properly, because this is all a show.
Yeah.
And these guys are out here getting really hurt. And like my
Yeah.
buddy Jeff Cannonball, he does deathmatch. I had no problem with I got no problem with deathmatch wrestlers, but it's just not for me. And I try to stay away from it because I
Yeah.
don't want to get hurt. I am very soft. I don't want
Yeah.
glass anywhere near me.
Yeah.
I was in a quote unquote deathmatch tag team match where someone smashed a glass bottle on the ground, and I was like, nope. And I just turned and went a different direction. I went far away from it. It was crazy. That was
Yeah.
a fun time. But that's the thing, even in that, like, it was me and my buddy Casanova Valentine. Shout out Casanova Valentine. He's a deathmatch wrestler. He rules.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Good
But it was
dude.
us against Killian McMurphy and Big Dust in Tacoma Park, Maryland, in some guy's fucking garage. It was insane. Um, but like
Yeah.
we planned the match around me not being anywhere near the glass because I was too uncomfortable with the glass. It's like we were in this guy's garage. So that's the thing, being creative and in this environment, which is like, it's no ring and it's in a guy's garage. Like, why would we not play into the fact that we are wrestling in some guy's garage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We fucking fought, and they 2-on-1 me, and they threw me out of the garage and locked the door. They locked the
Yeah.
door, and that's
That's
when they started using like glass tubes on Casanova, and it was like 2-on-1 up until Casanova fought back, and then he lifted the garage, like the big garage door, and there I was with a barbed wire bat, and I just started swinging at the guys, and it was just like sick as fuck, and the place loved it because it was fun. You know, it's like,
yeah. I want to go to one of Casanova's shows he does in New York City. It was like
Yeah,
New
New Fear
Fear,
City.
New Fear
right?
City. Yeah, they
Yeah,
rule.
I like that vibe. I like that
Yeah.
he's got like the strippers there and stuff and
Yeah,
all these different elements to it. It's cool as fuck, dude. And like
100%. And
just
I'm trying to
so
find.
underground punk rock, hardcore punk rock probably. It's just fucking it's cool, man.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Jason talked with him a little bit at a bar after actually an ICW show back a couple of years ago in Tennessee, and yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
He was cool as fuck.
Mhm.
And we just shot the shit
He's
for a
been trying
while
to
and
get one of
then
those shows in Buffalo for a while, and I'm just like, bro, I think I got to do it. I think I got to make it happen because uh,
yeah.
there was one booked, but then it got canceled because of like I think COVID broke out and it was all fucked up. But yeah, I want to bring that kind of vibe to Buffalo, and I want to keep it on the down low. But I have an idea for a no ring type show in Buffalo that I'm trying to get off the ground. Uh, I'm not going to say anything on air because I don't want anyone to take the idea before me.
Yeah, yeah.
Not that it's
Especially the
not that
wrestling community is
not that it's
always
even
waiting
an
to
original
steal.
idea, but I just don't want
Yeah,
people in Buffalo to fuck with my shit because there's a lot of
yeah,
snakes in this fucking business. People are so snaky and weird. It's fucking.
yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. I think
It's
my reputation precedes itself, and people don't really fuck with me too much.
well, when you do that show in Buffalo, we'll be up there. I
Hell yeah,
will.
I will be promoting the fuck out of it because
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need it to do well because I want it to be big. I want it to be sick, and I want to put on for Buffalo because I want to bring because that's the thing. There's no good wrestling in Buffalo. Straight up. Buffalo was a place that I used to be proud of wrestling coming up with like Garcia and Pepper Parks, who trained us, and Andy Williams, who was with us, Butcher and the Blade. But then a bunch of shit happened. No one's around. I mean, Andy, Pepper, and Daniel got signed. And now it's just like me wandering. And I'm like, and the state of Buffalo wrestling is kind of abysmal. So I want to bring
yeah.
some cool shit in, and I'm going to try. I have to do it on my own. That's the way it is.
Yeah,
Sometimes
try
it's
to
how it
put
has
on
to be,
tough.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it has to be sometimes. And yeah, for sure, we'll be up there. I like. So is LVAC adding more dates each year? It seems like are they starting to like pump up
You
the
know,
amount of events per year?
every show they say it's going to be their last, but then
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it's been announced, but December 27th.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they announced that.
That's
Yeah.
announced. Okay, it's
Yep.
announced. Okay, yeah, December 27th. I don't know what they're doing with their dates. I mean, obviously Elvac, the shirt company, had like bought a whole building, so they were
Yeah.
like they had a lot of other shit going on before wrestling events, which I understand. So, uh, they've been here and there with the shows, but usually they got like a Halloween show, a Christmas show, a summer show, maybe one in the middle in the spring.
Mhm.
It's getting really, not that it all wasn't always community based, but it's starting to get really community centric, and I love that because I love the Bethlehem area, And
Yeah.
Big Dan is the king of Bethlehem. He's got a
Yeah.
day named after him now, which is so fucking cool.
Yep.
And like the mayor's at the show. It's so like
Yeah, I love
Elvac
that
That was
promo with
crazy. Yeah.
yeah, that interview him and
Like-
the mayor and then Ultramantis, right? It was Ultramantis
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Yeah.
what a sick fuck, dude. He cut into
It's-
the feed. I
dude,
can't
for
believe
real.
that guy.
It's insane, and they're just the absolute best. And it's just gotten bigger and bigger every year, and it's awesome. And I just want it to continue.
The turnouts are always really good, so it's just
Yeah.
kind of like you
Because
kind of
people
like you
know.
might as well keep pumping it up. Yeah, and like the match cards are always great, you know. You get some AEW OGs to show up like Wheeler and
Eddie Kingston was there the first year. Shout out Eddie.
Yeah.
We love Eddie
Yeah.
Kingston.
Chuck
yeah,
Taylor
OC,
popped
yeah,
in
O-
last year.
yeah, OC at Real Rumble. Oh, OC
Oh
came
yeah,
out this
OC.
year.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, OC was
Yeah.
there this year. Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot he was like popped up right
Yeah.
before us, and I was like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah,
Crazy.
he was. Yeah, it's fucking cool.
Oh yeah,
as far as the
dude.
Northeast is
Me and
concerned.
OC are basically LVAC tag team champions for life. Because we won we on the first LVAC show was me and OC versus this team called Weird World. It was the best match of all time. And we dubbed ourselves the tag team champs for life. So
Dude,
There
they
you
they
go.
could.
if you look in the history books,
Still rain. Yeah.
Dude,
Puff
they
and
should.
OC.
It's time for them to make you guys those titles for sure.
I know. Well, now I'm teaming with Jeff, and OC's got AEW, so I understand. But
Yeah, yeah. He's
you can't take
Yeah,
that
but
back. That first show was magical.
if you do
Yeah.
if you do a trios, Club Orange Soda, fuck.
hey, that's
Yeah.
fucking
Stop the
Wow.
pressures.
yeah.
Dude,
Club Orange
I'm
Soda,
on it right
fuck,
now.
dude,
I'm
fuck.
gonna text LVAC Chris right now.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Hold on. I really am gonna do that.
Oh shit.
Fuck yeah.
Club Orange
And
Soda.
we were talking fantasy booking before too. I would love to see um Puff versus Fluff.
Who's
I don't
Fluff?
know if you know
True.
Cody Fluffman.
Cody
Oh,
Fluffman.
he tags with Sean Legacy.
Yeah, and like
I
they're
believe so. He's down in Georgia.
Yeah,
and he's got a fun vibe too. You know, like
that's what I've heard.
yeah, he's pretty like as far as like because I've been down here a couple of years now, so like I just hit the ground running with Georgia wrestling, and there's like some people that stand out, and he's definitely one of them. Him,
Oh yeah,
of course, Cruel. I'm a Cruel guy because I love that he's just basically our new monster, and he replaced Kane, and he's cooler.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a fucking
But
loser ass bitch.
Dude, Cruel is like you're saying like having like Suzuki versus like Suzuki, like with Cruel, they're gonna have Cruel versus LMK, and that's like two sick ass polar opposites. So, like
Exactly. Why wouldn't you want to see that, bro? Like,
that's fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, where are they doing that?
it was supposed to happen. I think it got postponed. I forget where it was happening.
Dude, that's
No,
that's
I think-
fucking cool as fuck.
I think you're talking about it was Matt Tremont versus LMK. That got postponed. But
Maybe.
just I think it was at Beyond this past weekend. LMK came out and Cruel attacked her. or something
Oh
like
shit! There you go.
that.
Dude, you need a fucking squad to take LMK out. It's gonna take
Straight up.
it's,
Yeah,
it's
for
gonna
real.
take a lot,
You
dude.
gotta get a monster to take down
Yeah.
that behemoth of
Yeah.
LMK, bro.
I would like to see Cruel fight Blue Pain and Gain now too. I
Oh,
mean, we've
yeah.
got a lot of. I'm liking what Progress is doing over
See, I
there
got-
for sure.
I
They've
got
been
the-
putting on some cool fucking events
I got the
in the
Puff one
UK.
and the LMK
Puff
one.
and LMK, dude. That's
Yeah.
legendary
The
tag.
dynamic duo.
That's a
Yeah.
you can't beat that. Puff and liberal mean Kathleen.
Dude, I would yeah.
Dude, the M hold on. The M in LMK is actually an upside down W, and the W stands for woke.
Dude,
Liberal
liberal
woke Kathleen.
liberal mask caffeine. Kathleen. Liberal mask caffeine, dude.
Yeah, dude. There's just so many.
Fucked up.
Yeah, I feel like the indie world is pretty healthy right now, indie wrestling, but there's definitely
Look.
like there's definitely some turns over the past 4 years of like companies that are faded away and new ones that are popping up. So there's definitely like this transitional period, I feel like the past, I don't know, the year or so, as far as seeing indie wrestling of like, but I don't know, just even
I've been doing some real life stuff outside of wrestling. Like I got a real job outside of wrestling, and I bought a house with my sister. Like I've been like barely paying attention to wrestling and only doing like the fun shit I want to do.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I've been kind of like not paying too much attention, kind of like I don't know how to describe it, but I just like haven't really cared too much about what's going on in wrestling.
Yeah.
Even though I do talk to my buddies who are wrestlers like every day about the ongoings with whatever Twitter drama is going on, whatever
Yeah.
it's not Twitter drama. It's whatever everyone's upset with that day.
Yep.
What they got going on. But yeah, I don't know. Right now I've been been more interested in getting more involved in stuff. I've been a little more motivated to like now that I've like moved into my new place and I have shit set up, I'm more settled and more like grounded to focus on
Yeah.
like I really want to focus on getting something going in Buffalo. I really want to focus on going to some new places. I've been wanting to hit something I've always been terrible at is like reaching out to places. Uh
Yeah.
but I'm thinking about reaching out to some cool places, hopefully get on there and do some cool shit. Cause I feel like, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in wrestling I still should do, probably. I don't know. I also want
Yeah.
to transition out of wrestling. I don't want to be a wrestler. I want to do stand up. I want to do something instead. I'm sick of hitting my head, bro. This shit hurts.
Well, wherever you go, we'll be watching, buddy.
And I
That's
hope
for
so, dude.
sure.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I might just become I might just turn into the right wing grift. There's a lot of money in that. There's a
Selling
lot of
amulet.
money.
There is, yeah. And it's easy too.
Dude, I got these necklaces. They protect me from 5G. They protect me
Yeah.
from the woke. The woke mob is coming after me. I say, go to sleep. You're woke. It's bedtime. The
Are
pillow.
you interested in acting too?
Oh, absolutely. I want
Yeah,
to. I
that's
want
what.
to act
Yeah,
more. I want to. See,
I was
I
gonna
don't want to
say,
be
yeah.
a wrestler. I want to act. I want to act.
Mhm.
I want to do stand up. I want to do anything that isn't this. I want to host stuff. I've been hosting things recently. I
Mhm.
host a hot dog contest in Buffalo
You go.
every year. I've 2 years running. This Buffalo Eats approached me to host their hot dog eating contest the past few years, and that's
Mhm.
been really fun. And it made me want to like, I want to host more stuff. I want to do like DJ sets at
Yeah.
places, but play music that I like, which has no place being in DJ sets. Like,
Yeah.
I want to listen to the Avett Brothers. I don't know if you guys know the Avett Brothers. They're a
Yeah.
like country folk band. I want to like go to a club and just play the Avett Brothers, or just play like then I've been really into the 1975 lately. Play some fucking
Some
1975. Play some
synth pop.
Casey Musgraves. I've been really into Casey Musgraves lately. I'm gonna go see Casey Musgraves in a few weeks. I'm very excited for that. Like, there's nothing in wrestling that I'm excited for more than I'm excited for going to see Casey Musgraves in a few weeks. So I'm like, fucking whatever wrestling. I gotta go see Casey Musgraves. I don't have time to care about whatever people are pissed about
Yeah.
online.
I'm about to see Sal Vulcano do stand up in Red Bank.
Dude, what?
You're going to that show.
Yeah, I got
You're a
tickets for
sicko.
Michelle because she loves
Dude,
him.
I go see Sal Vulcano right now. Fucking what's
Dude,
his
he's
face?
the man.
Shout out.
Joe Gatto
Yeah.
did stand up like an hour away from me. I didn't see him.
Mhm.
I'm so pissed.
Yeah.
Guys, what do we think happened with Joe? Why did he leave Impractical Jokers? What happened?
Dude, I
Was he
don't
just on
believe
the
the
rocks with his
story.
wife?
Yeah, that's what
I
I
heard it was
don't
a
like.
rocky marriage.
Yeah, rocky
But now they're
marriage,
back
but
together. Now they're back together.
yeah, and
It's
he's still
weird.
not with the
Yeah.
crew. There's something that definitely bigger that happened. I feel like that's like an easy PR thing. Like, oh yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
focus on my relationship, and it's like what? Like, so you're still working though. You're still going out
And
and doing other
didn't he like
things. So what's the
I remember he
difference?
posted it at like midnight on New Year's or some crazy shit like that. It was super weird.
Yeah,
I don't trust what happened.
I don't trust it either. No,
They're
there's
not
definitely
telling us
something
everything.
Who do
deeper.
you think it
Yeah.
was? Was it Murr?
Oh, it was definitely murder.
It
Listen,
had to have
it's got to
been.
be Murr. Murr is a fucking creep. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about the age gap between Murr and his wife by like 20 fucking. She's like 22.
Jesus
She's,
Christ.
she's
I didn't
younger
know.
than me,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And he's like 45. He's like
Yeah.
45 banging an 18-year-old. He's basically the Jerry Seinfeld of our generation. And by the way, fuck Jerry
That's-
Seinfeld, that
yeah.
unfunny
For
loser.
real, dude.
Dude, thank you.
Least funny
People that
person
think
in the
he's
world.
fucking funny, I don't
Dude,
understand it. His
Fuck
stand-up
the
isn't
Pop-Tart
funny.
movie.
his
Like
stand-up isn't
all
funny. He's the worst person on. I watched Seinfeld
he's the
but
least funny person on it, without a
begrudgingly.
doubt.
And you know what sucks? You know who's the funniest motherfucker on Seinfeld?
Yeah, we know who it is, man.
Michael N-word Richards.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Dude, what
He
the
is,
fuck?
dude. I
But
know.
he was like a psychopath back then. He's like a
Yeah.
fucked up human being.
Yeah, I blame
Like
Jerry for that. I think
outside,
Jerry made him
yeah,
insane. He was a
outside of
normal
being
guy until he
Kramer,
joined Seinfeld.
like straight up, when he was Kramer, like in between takes when they show you like backstage stuff, he's like weird. He's like
Yeah.
really uncomfortable when you watch how he like interacts with people when someone fucks up a line, he's like really weird. So like fuck Michael Richards,
Yeah.
and then as they always do, whenever you say the N-word or do something bad, you gotta turn to God. He started starring in like Christian
Yep.
movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
The ultimate I don't know
Yeah,
what we call
it's
it.
all right,
Fall
guys.
from
I
grace.
Guys,
found
don't
Jesus
worry.
Christ. No,
I'm not a
yeah,
rapist anymore. I found God. He's forgiven me.
yeah,
So you should too.
yeah. I got
Newsflash.
the
He ain't real. Sorry.
Puff is God. Yeah.
yeah. Puff
Yeah,
is God,
exactly.
I'm
dude. We're
Puff is God,
talking
and I
to
don't
him.
approve. I don't
We
approve of
thought
what
you
you're
were
doing.
real, dude.
Yeah, we thought you were God.
You
What
thought
the
I was
fuck?
real. None of this everything's made up, and I don't approve. I say God isn't real and Puff is God. So figure that out.
Wow.
Yeah,
Come talk to me, Michael N-word Richards. And like it's like a lot of people have been quote unquote canceled for saying the N-word, whether they're like it's like singing along to a song and letting it slip or stuff like that. He didn't do that. He went
no,
on a
and
hate
he like
filled
tripled
rant.
and quadrupled down on it
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a psychopath.
The best
That's
part though of all of it was when he went on
Letterman.
yeah,
Yeah,
Letterman.
and everyone's laughing at him.
Yeah, and Jerry's like, don't
Jerry's like,
laugh. This is
Jerry's like,
serious.
don't laugh. It's not funny. Fuck you. It is
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, exactly. Leave it to Jerry to not know what's funny. You know,
Yeah.
I hate on all of his interviews too. He just talks about how he's like the hero and like the greatest stand up of all time. And like you listen to Joe Rogan and all these other stand ups, like, yeah, no, trust me. Like people don't know, dude. Like his stand ups are like they're fucking he's a goat. And it's just like, dude, get the I've tried to watch some of his stand ups and they just suck. You
He's
know,
got
like
Yeah.
he's in Seinfeld, his character is an unfunny dickhead, and then everyone else is funny. He
yeah.
carries the show. Like
Like
Newman.
the show is all dude. Newman rules. I love Newman.
Hell
Yeah.
I didn't want to watch Seinfeld because I hate Seinfeld so much.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. You know what? I need to back up my hatred for this fucker. And I binge watched the whole thing so I could say he sucks. He's so terrible.
Yeah.
Newman, who's supposed to be like his enemy, fucking is hilarious. And he
Yeah.
sucks. Like it's like I understand the whole point of the thing is that they all suck, but like
Mhm.
they fuck and I never watched the finale just because I was like, fuck you. I don't give a shit about your fucking finale.
Mhm.
Everybody talks
Yeah.
about the finale. I haven't watched it. You know what? I'm not gonna because I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Have you
Yeah.
ever watched
Fuck you,
Sopranos,
Seinfeld.
Puff?
I have watched like the first 4 episodes of Sopranos. I need to watch it, but I got sidetracked with other shit going on. My one of my best friends, Musso, professional wrestler, uh, he loves Sopranos. He's been trying to get me to watch it, and I know I have to. I'm just like I'm getting to it right now.
Yeah.
Right now,
It's fun.
my focus right now is on a show that just started its second season. Its first season was incredible. What a cast! What a writing team! This second fucking season started with a bang, and I can't wait to go after this podcast and watch the third episode of Shrinking season 2. Are any of you guys on the fucking Shrinking wave?
We're not.
So
on
I've
Shrinking
wanted to
Wave.
check it out with Harrison Ford and Jason Segel, right? Yeah, I wanted to check it out. It's good. I just have
Harrison
to
Ford, Jessica
yeah,
Williams,
I didn't have I
Jason
need the
Segel.
Apple app back.
Dude, you gotta get on someone's, bootleg it if you
Yeah.
have to. Watch
Yeah.
Shrinking. It's so good. The talk like it's about a fucking mental health professional dealing with his own mental health while trying to help people with their mental health.
Yeah.
So the layers of it.
Yeah. Which
And
is
it's
true
fucking
life for real,
it's
honestly.
fucking Brett Goldstein who plays Roy Kent on Ted Lasso. If you guys are fucking Ted Lasso heads.
Yeah.
Ted
Yeah. That's
Lasso,
why I had
number one
Apple
show of all
originally.
time. Ted Lasso, number one show of all time. And if you talk shit about season 3, fuck you. It was
I
fucking
agree.
fantastic. It wrapped up a bunch of storylines all in a good way. I loved it all. Don't talk
I
shit about
agree.
season 3 Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is incredible. And fucking Brett Goldstein wrote that. And now he's on his second fucking gold star TV show of all time, Shrinking. He killed And not, dude. Oh, I can't even. Oh,
Yeah,
Ranking
dude. And
season 2 ends.
Ted Lasso is so good, and like the context behind the scenes of like a lot of I think during like the end of season 1 and season 2 or 3, like or at least 1 and 2, like Jason Sudeikis was going through some horrific life shit, dude. You know, like, and it's
Bro,
amazing. That's why when he's being really upset in the show and stuff, like
I don't
it's
know if
so
you can
fucking
see my
real, dude.
goosebumps. Straight up,
Yeah,
it's so real.
it's so real because
It's,
he was sad as fuck. I mean, the stuff that happened with his ex-wife and like
dude.
him literally laying in the driveway to like not let her leave in the car, and like I remember watching that whole thing, and then he just didn't, he kept filming, doing stuff, and like when he cries or gets upset in that show, it's like you fucking feel it, dude.
Fuck Olivia Wilde. Period. Gotta say that. Shout out Jason Sudeikis. I mean, every
Yeah,
relationship has two sides of both stories, but
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
fuck with Olivia Wilde. She's a sketchy motherfucker, and that's
I
exactly what you said. Exactly what you said. Like you can see the sadness in his eyes in that
yeah.
show, and that shit's real, bro.
And I love Jason Sudeikis because he knew Tim Robinson's talent while they were on SNL, and he
Yeah,
always tried to make sure to get him in his sketches, to like use his sketches he was writing, and then he was one of the producers for Detroiters.
yeah.
So
He was on the first episode.
Yeah.
yeah, and shout
Oh,
out to Tim Robinson's dad in that, Kevin Nash, who
oh yeah.
His
that was
brain's all Looney
Tim.
Tunes.
yeah.
He
I prefer bonkers.
won't understand anything you said. He
Yeah,
he is nuts.
yeah,
Tell him I said, "What's up, Doc?" He'll
yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, tell him I said, "What's up, Doc?"
Dude, speaking of like that, how that show didn't get a third season is fucking insane to me,
They got to
dude.
bring it back. They got bought by Netflix. They're gonna put the first 2 seasons on Netflix. I think that's gonna
Yeah,
push them to make a season 3. I really hope it does.
because it's so phenomenal, dude. And then yeah, and then we're Connor O'Malley fans too,
Oh,
like who
you
he's
watch I don't know the name of his last special that he dropped on YouTube, but it was fucking
Stand Up
awesome.
Solutions.
Stand Up Solutions was
Yeah.
so good, dude.
Yeah, we went and saw him do it
Amazing.
live during his like comedy tour
Yo,
when
well,
Jason was still down here in Georgia. But
It was
yeah,
insane.
and then
you
it's
guys know
funny
the
because
professional wrestler Myung Jae Lee?
Yeah.
yeah.
He's been on the phone with me for the past minute. I answered his phone call, but I haven't said hello to him yet. I've just been I don't know if you guys can hear him. He said hello, but
I could hear it faintly. Yeah,
Myung
welcome
Jae
to
Lee
the
say
pod.
We're a
I'm on
fan.
the Invasion Angle podcast.
I feel bad. Okay,
Oh, you're good. You can stay here.
He wanted cotton candy ice cream.
What
That
do you
was
guys
him.
think of the cotton
He
candy
go-
ice cream pick?
I love cotton candy ice cream. People were booing him.
Chris, what were you booing?
I,
Chris was booing.
I wasn't booing. I was indifferent, dude. I don't think I've ever had
Okay.
cotton candy ice cream.
You never had cotton, dude. Cotton candy ice cream rules. Like,
It's fire.
Yeah.
It does rule.
but
Cotton candy guy. It's fucking.
I just wanted to throw the Myung Jae Lee thing out there, but I did want to continue with what you were saying. What was the last thing you said right before? I had something important to say. We were
talking
on.
about
Oh, Connor
O'Malley
O'Malley,
stuff.
and we were talking
O'Malley,
about
dude.
yeah.
I went to see Bodies, Bodies, Bodies in theaters with my buddy Toy Vomit. If you're not familiar with Toy Vomit, he runs the biggest toy. He's a big wrestling guy. He runs the biggest toy shop, that side of the Mississippi and Kentucky. Look up Toy Vomit on Instagram. He's my fucking dude. I love him to death. We went to see Bodies, Bodies, Bodies like the day it came out, and we watched the whole thing. And when Conor O'Malley shows up at the end, spoiler alert, we both audibly screamed in the fucking theater. We were like, "Oh
I
my
lost
god!"
my
We both
mind.
loved.
Dude,
we
I
both
went
loved
fucking
Conor O'Malley.
crazy.
Because they're
dude.
talking about his character the whole
The
time.
whole
They're like,
time.
"Oh, when
Movie,
is whatever
yeah.
his name is? When's
When's he
Jeff
showing
coming
up?
here?" Yeah,
And
everyone
it was the
thinks he's
last
like the killer.
person. It was my favorite person that could have been, but the last person I would ever thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
It was so fucking
It
good,
was
dude.
such a fucking surprise.
Did you
I had
see
no idea.
Two Corys, which he came out with? That was one of his more recent thing.
I haven't yet.
Oh, you'll love that. And it goes into how we kind of started this podcast talking about Ernest and Steve Urkel having two people. So it
Wow.
goes with that
dude,
vibe.
dude.
Yeah.
Look at that.
He-
Full circle.
Yeah. Yep.
We should just
Full
wrap it up
fucking
there.
circle.
We
dude.
should wrap it
Yeah,
up there.
that's perfect. Yeah.
Sorry, I've been talking your ears off for like an hour and a half now. I don't know how long you.
We
go.
could we
Usually
could do
go
this.
this long,
We
yeah.
could do this forever, Pug.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel
It's
like we
been a
have not even
pleasure.
touched the surface on any topics that we should have talked about. I don't know.
But that's
Yeah.
this podcast, I think.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
We
Give
get
me
them in
a
on the
lightning round with
premise.
Myung Jae Lee. Can I add a lightning round with Myung Jae Lee?
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
All right. First question, Myung Jae Lee, what's your stance on Israel Palestine? Go.
Whoa. Whoa.
Tell us, you Zionist.
Palestine.
Oh shit! I'm just kidding. Hey, if you guys could each ask Myung Jae Lee one question, what would it be?
Oh shit.
Do you like New Jersey?
That's a good.
It's all right. I'll be wrestling there on Friday.
Okay.
Hell
Where
yeah,
you
where
wrestling?
Get a
at?
Yeah,
plug.
where's he wrestling? Yeah.
NFW at the Mecca.
Oh,
Ridgefield
Ridgefield Park. Yeah.
The worst place.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man.
I hate
I met Kevin Sullivan there. He peed next to me at a urinal.
That's crazy.
That is definitely the vibe of the Mecca. So
Yeah.
The Mecca is
Is
great.
that
It's
what-
like where it's like there's wrestling up top and then a quinceanera in the basement.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Is that where we saw ETU, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of foot fetish guys there too. So watch
fetish.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
we
into foot
Watch yourself,
fetish?
Myung Jae Lee. Myung Jae Lee, do you have a foot
Yeah.
fetish?
That's my question.
Nope.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
There was some freaks in the crowd when we went because Janae
Myung
Kai
Jae Lee had
fought.
a. If Myung Jae Lee had a lie detector on him right now, he would be beeping like crazy. Because I know that.
No, I don't.
He's
You
got-
know that
he's got the
it's
foot
exact opposite.
fleshlight.
It's the exact opposite because I yell at you when you take your socks off in my car.
Listen, sometimes
Yeah,
I
because
can
you don't
get-
want to be
That's
tempted.
reverse
Yeah, you don't wanna get
because
all
you don't want to
horned
get
up
too
and
horned
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
mess with your driving.
This is crazy.
This guy's a foot freak.
All right, John. Ask young Jay Lee one more question.
Last one.
I don't know now. Fuck, we got into the
Yeah,
foot
you
fetish.
got the foot fetish answer. You don't need to ask anything.
Yeah,
else.
we got the plug of it. You got the yeah.
Anything
Well-
to plug, Myung Jae Lee?
Uh,
There
All right. Good.
you go.
Wow. Thank you
right,
so
sorry.
much, Puff. It's been a
Yeah.
great episode.
Yeah. Do you
Absolutely.
have anything to plug yourself?
I don't
Some
know.
upcoming stuff in Puff's life.
I have a Twitch, twitch.tv/Puff the Wrestler, where I play Fortnite exclusively, and I talk about current events. Things get dark sometimes, but there's always a light,
Yeah, there's been fucked up stuff happening at Tilted Towers.
dude.
Yeah.
People don't want to talk about it, but
Don't get me started on what happened to Tomato Town.
Oh god, I'm not even a Fortnite OG. I didn't start till fucking season 3. But
That's
even
when I
right
started
now,
playing.
they got all the Halloween, they got Fort Nightmares going on. It's crazy. It's
my life's a Fortnite.
they got a chainsaw. They got this. I don't know if you guys are playing Fortnite.
I'm playing it. I'm playing it. The chainsaw's insane. They
The
have
chainsaw's one of
you
the best
can
things I've ever had.
throw the billies,
The
the little
billy
saw
bombs, bro.
guys, dude, insane.
It's crazy. It's so sick.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Twitch TV /Puff the Wrestler, right?
Puff the Wrestler, one F and Puff. I don't care about my social media. Please. Hold on. Please, for the love of everything. I know she's not like free Palestine, but you can't be a single issue voter. Please vote for Kamala Harris. Please don't vote for Trump. If I could plug anything, please.
Yeah.
My friends in the LGBTQIA plus community need you. You can't be a single issue voter. You can't be a single issue voter, Chaperone. Just vote for Kamala. Please. I'm so scared. I'm a white man. I'll be all right. I like have some kindness in your heart, please. It's terrifying times. Is this going to be out before the election? It might not even be.
Yeah,
Please-
we'll be it. Yeah,
Please
we
put
pump
it
these out
please,
fast.
please don't vote for Trump. For the love of
This is-
everything. For the like future of the human race, please don't vote for fucking the Apprentice host, that fucking racist, rapist, bigot piece of shit. God, don't be a fucking idiot. Vote against him, man. I'll vote for anyone else, but Kamala is a vote for Trump. Not voting is a vote for Trump. Vote for fucking Kamala Harris. Goddamn. Like,
Yeah.
it sucks.
And
We only have two options. She's not the best, but she's got Tim Walz, and he's pretty fucking cool. I fuck with Tim Walz. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, he seems chill.
And if people are interested in watching a cool wrestling interview podcast,
Yeah.
watch this one, Us with Puff,
Watch this
and
one.
not the
great.
Trump and Undertaker one.
Exactly.
Don't support
fuck
fucking Undertaker.
that
Undertaker's a
podcast, dude.
fucking dude. Undertaker with his fucking Blue Lives Matter ass fucking t-shirt. Go fuck yourself, you loser. You support the fucking police? You fucking class traitor. Fucking I can't get into this. We gotta end the podcast. I'm sorry. I know
Joe-
this is a ridiculous thing to say with a life-size Chucky animatronic behind me. I look like a fucking moron right now. But please don't vote for Trump.
And I know all presidents on their way out always do a bunch of pardons. So
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Biden, please pardon Puff is God, the Twitter account for my boy Puff on the
Listen,
way out.
Yeah.
Biden. Listen,
Top of
Biden.
the list,
Biden,
Joe.
wake up. Joe. Oh wait, am I zooming in still? I'm trying to zoom back out. Yeah, Biden, give me my original Twitter back so it matches my Instagram. Puff is God. And pardon me if I like threaten Trump. Like I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
He's
I don't.
talking
Yeah.
about
I don't
in
have it in me
Minecraft.
to take the life of anyone.
There's too many people
Yeah.
ahead of you in line right now.
Yeah,
so
there's
you're
got to
fine.
be. Some like
Yeah.
yeah, Trump did that whole fake shooting thing where
Yeah.
he got shot in the ear.
Yeah. JD Vance can't pick out a fucking donut.
JD, dude, whatever makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude,
You can
I
pick
love
out
you
a
guys.
Haley
couch.
Joel Osment as
He-
Yeah, I saw that.
JD
Shit was-
Vance
that shit was
punch in the
hilarious.
glass.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Haley Joel Osment's a national treasure.
Truly.
Oh my god, did you guys see Blink twice?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. I actually.
Fuck, I know we're ending the podcast, but have you guys seen Cuckoo with Hunter
No,
Schafer?
I wanted to
I
see it
want
still.
to.
No, I haven't
Cuckoo
seen that.
was incredible. In the span of like 2 weeks, I saw Cuckoo and Blink twice. They were probably my top two favorite movies of the year.
Hmm.
Have you seen Rumors?
No.
It just
No.
came out
No.
with like Kate Blanchett, and I think it's A24. It might not be. I don't know.
That sounds
It
crazy.
sucks. Waste of time.
Okay,
Okay.
sweet,
Thank
sweet.
you.
Don't
Thanks for
go see the
saving
new movie
us.
Rumors. It was terrible. It was just it. I usually like every movie I see. I try to find something good about it. But the
Yeah.
only thing that'll make me dislike a movie is when I leave feeling like I just wasted so much time.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of stuff going, and it's just like didn't go to anywhere.
Yeah. You should check out Woman of the Year, Anna Kendrick, just it's her directorial debut.
Oh, is that? Oh,
Was it
It's
Netflix?
it's about it's on Netflix. It's about the dating game killer. He was like
Oh,
on
okay.
the dating
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
yeah, and then
Oh yeah,
apparently
yeah,
he'd
yeah.
been
Killed it.
murdering women for years.
Yeah, he had a pretty big body count, that guy. Yeah, I watched his A Murder
I just think
Mystery
it's
on him.
130. But yeah, it was just super well done movie. Anna Kendrick's
230.
130.
Oh,
But still,
still,
yeah.
Dude, 230 would be nuts, yeah.
dude, more than two is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
once you go over 2, you got an issue.
Yeah,
Yeah. Get a hobby.
Yeah.
that isn't killing people.
True.
Yeah.
Uh, anything you guys
Yeah.
want to plug?
I want to plug the Ernest movies.
Yeah.
Check
I
those
love
out.
Ernest.
Check those out for sure.
Yep. Conor O'Malley, 2 Corys. Everyone check it out. I think it's only like 10, 12 minutes, but it's
Oh,
it's
yeah,
worth
two
it.
stories.
It'll change your life. And then watch
Watch Shrinking.
the last
TV.
watch
And Shrinking,
Shrinking,
yeah.
watch the last seasons of Family Matters where Urkel's counterpart comes in and yeah.
Stefan.
And they fuck.
Yeah. Old dual
I
movies.
was waiting
Yep.
for that episode, yeah.
I know, right?
There's an XXX cut where Urkel
This,
fucks.
this ain't
hot
Stefan
Urkel.
or Kel.
And then afterwards, they go at the same time. Did I do that?
Yo, time out. Have you
Yeah.
guys ever seen the movie Long Shot with Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron?
No, I know you're talking about that.
Yeah,
Dude.
where they go in the.
Oh boy, dude! There's a scene where they both. So me and the Butcher Andy Williams went to see that in theaters, and we both like laughed out. Like, dude, it was so fucking funny the first time I saw it. It's also one of my favorite movies of all time, Long Shot. There's a scene where are fucking, and they both last like 10 seconds, and they both say "oh boy" when they finish at the same time, and it's awesome. So
Yeah.
go watch Long Shot with Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron. Watch Shrinking. Watch Boom Pro Wrestling on YouTube. And vote Kamala, please.
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. Spread love.
Yeah.
Invasion angle.
Bet you love that sweet ass podcast. I am John Cena and I approve this message. Boobies.